Should the Lakers be concerned about Lonzo after the scoreless outing?
Well, I just think you got to take everything in totality. You got to remember, Magic Johnson put him in the Hall of Fame on draft night or whatever and put his jersey up in the rafters. And so, yeah, if you have those type of expectations, I would be concerned. You've got the LeBronzo meter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay homage and come up with the Lonzo meter because I think we're gonna be all over the map all season. Is he gonna be a failed reality TV show star or is jersey be in the rafters? Right now, he's a career role player, if I had to say today.
What?
Okay,
Role player.
First of all, you got to here's what the Lakers should be thinking.
Okay.
Even dynasties needed to get lucky. Warriors found Draymond Green in the second round. Spurs got Tony Parker and Mano in the second round. What the Lakers should be doing this morning is saying, we found Kyle Kuzma, who may be as good as Brandon Ingram with the 20-something pick. So Lonzo's going to be fine. Star, superstar, he's going to be fine. They stole one. You got to get lucky in this league.
Why are you dodging? We're talking Lonzo, and you're talking Kuzma.
Lonzo's fine. By the way, Jason Kidd's first year after 8 games. This is the same guy.
Put up a bagel, Colin.
Here's the thing. Jason Kidd, when he came in, we had to implore J. Kidd to shoot. It would be nights where J. Kidd would turn down a lot of open shots because he just wasn't comfortable shooting the ball from the perimeter. Now, one thing J. Kidd would do is get up in you defensively. You're talking about a 9-time All-Star, 10-time All-Star, 9-time All-Defensive player. He will get up into you and disrupt you. That's something that Lonzo, at this point of his early career, is not doing yet. Also, Jason Kidd, he would get to the free throw line. He would force the defense to guard him. Even if he didn't shoot at times, he put so much pressure on the defense, that got us open shot. So you're talking about a guy, Jason Kidd, who came in with a shooting deficiency, ended up 8th all-time with 3-point shots made. So is it time to panic? No. Yeah. Because Lonzo Ball is a transformative guard in regards to how he plays, a throwback to what point guards used to be. But our expectations are him to be like a John Wall, Kyrie Irving, score 25, 30 points a game. And that's not who he is.
Now, what about if you look at it this way? Did he not display self-awareness last night, not forcing anything, 1 turnover, by the way, only 1 turnover in the last 2 games, and he's getting his teammates in position to succeed. Brook Lopez had a monster game last night. Lonzo feed him, move around. Like, they spread the ball around. Kuzma went off, his best game. Ingram had a good game. And they lost by 3 on a freak shot at the end in a place they haven't won in 12 years. So I can't kill Lonzo for not being aggressive.
I know you play a lot of pickup basketball, Jim. You played in the NBA. You ever happy with a donut?
I'm going to win. I want to win.
Oh, boy.
I want to win.
If you put up a 0 and they win, you're mad.
I want to win. That's all I care
Jason,
about.
why are you laughing? You know you want to score.
Win.
You don't want to score?
I got to get mine, Jim.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but 0... the feeling would be, oh, he was awful. He had the best plus minus on the floor. So, like, again, he inherited the Western Conference.
Not for the season.
But I'm saying, if you look generally, that would connotate, oh, God, he was awful. If you told me Lonzo didn't score a point, you'd be like, oh, my God, 1 turnover, good plus minus.
Against a top 5 point guard in Damian Lillard.
Arguably one of the best backcourts in the league. C.J. McCullough, Damian Lillard. I think he's a player.
Listen, Jason Kidd had a lot of games where he scored 2, 5, 6 points.
He did.
And impacted what we did on the court.
Yep.
He made us so much better. And again, you go back to those times, that's what we expected a point guard to do. We expected him to set up, to rebound, to play defense, to be a leader on the court, do all those little things. That's what Lonzo is doing. But, again, the public wants to see 25, 30
Steph
points
Curry,
a game.
Kyrie
They want to see
Irving.
those numbers.
It's very good to hear Jim talk so positively about Jason Kidd. We won't get into Anita Baker. Cowherd, should LeBron be annoyed by Wade's comments?
Yeah, that's not really his space. This is like coming over for Thanksgiving dinner and ripping the food. This is LeBron's team. You're a guest. You were invited last second. You don't come in and say, I don't like the stuffing. That's like a personal shot. The jokes weren't funny.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, dude, you've been here an hour.
He might be right, though. This is a bad marriage that will end in divorce, just like the 2014 Miami Heat.
Should he say it?
He's already conceding, look, we didn't win the championship there, and we broke up afterwards. This smells a lot like what we've seen from LeBron before.
Did you like it?
What I looked at it is saying that they're basically old. the core group of guys that's playing is older. So when you're talking about find another way to motivate yourself to play, that's what happens when you get older and you kind of been there, done that. And this roster, I said it from the beginning, when they put this roster together, yeah, they can get through the East. They can't beat either Oklahoma right now. You can't beat them, or you cannot beat Golden State with this roster in play. You need young, energetic players that's going to give you something differently. And we haven't seen that with this roster. So
Hey,
I kind of feel Dwyane a little bit.
You remember where Wade was last year in Chicago? Remember what happened with him and Rondo and Jimmy Butler in the locker room? You know, Wade's getting a little older and maybe a little mouthy.
He's ornery. That's what he's an old man right now, and that's what I'm saying.
And let me ask you this. If you're Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, you're not going anywhere for a while. Are you a little ticked off? Man, this guy came in, stole a starting spot, and now he's talking about how bad his
But he gave it back. He gave it back. He was smart. He gave it back.
Isn't D. Wade, this is the one he'll give him credit for. He's been around the league. He's a smart player. He knows the temperature in the room. What he's telling you is, I walked into this house, there's just a bad vibe here. And by the way, I feel it as a viewer. I'm over the Cleveland LeBron story. No, but I'm saying, I sense it. I'm like, LeBron's energy, LeBron's like, worst camp I've had. I can see it as a viewer. D. Wade's like, yeah, man, it's the jokes aren't funny here. What he's telling you is, this is stale. This is not.
Where does it go from here? With Isaiah coming back, that's great. But the roster is still what it is. So where does it go from here in regards to really turning the corner and changing to make it seem like guys are having fun? Because when you look at them play, I'm not there like, let me turn the channel.
This is a perfect question for you, Jim.
I didn't do it.
You played in the league for a long time. If you don't have those habits during the regular season, you just don't try, you're not there, can you all of a sudden just flip the switch and beat the Golden State Warriors?
No, God.
It's not happening.
They'll have problems now getting out the East.
They better get their act together or...
They'll have problems getting out of the East. The other issue is, just say you're in a bad marriage and LeBron James won't let the marriage counselor talk. See, Tyronn Lue is supposed to be the guy that manages this marriage, but you got a husband in there that fills up the entire room, does all the talking, and the marriage counselor never gets a word in edgewise. Dwyane Wade has seen this before. He's called it. It's not fixable this year. They don't have a overall guiding principle or vision driving this team.